Growing up in Mississippi means that your summer road trips probably often look like this, especially when you were headed to grandma's house. I spent many summer nights on that road headed to Tutwiler, Mississippi to visit the lady that I love so dearly. The effort to see and be around family was always pushed by my parents. So although I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, I spent a lot of my time in the Mississippi Delta. And after losing my grandmother, it's always been super hard for me to consider going back. But unfortunately, I had to go back due to my aunt passing, and she is the absolute glue to our family. I decided to fly into Atlanta so my parents and I could ride together to Mississippi. I got the chance to hang out with my nieces and actually meet one of them that I have not met since she's been born. The road trip started out with good conversations, a quick breakfast, and then of course we got into a family debate, which if you know the Smiths, we gonna do that if we don't do nothing else. It also just gave us the opportunity to reminisce. My dad, of course, being an educator, talked about the history of growing up in Tutwiler and how things were in his childhood. And slowly but surely we started to pull into my grandmother's neighborhood. It's been a while since I've been back, so much has changed, and I'm honestly so proud to see the growth in the culture here, because if you know, you know. A lot of people talk down about Mississippi, but I wouldn't change growing up here for the world. And in my humble opinion, Mississippi is the mecca of the South. We finally made it to my grandmother's house, and I took that time to walk around and really just reminisce, because looking at this place, it seems like everything's changed, but nothing's changed at all. And seeing this particular photo with my grandmother and all of her children really just made me so happy with the fact that my dad made sure that we spent many summer nights in the Mississippi Delta. Here's an old picture of us and then a picture of my little brothers that my grandmother had put up. My grandmother made sure that her entire family was represented on her walls and her refrigerators. If y'all remember those little fruit magnets, my grandma had all of that. My grandma was the ultimate hustler, meaning that she worked as a kindergarten teacher, but she also at one point owned a juke joint. We decided to pay homage to the woman that is the reason why we are all here, so we decided to go to the juke joint, y'all. We danced, had a good time, reminisced, made new memories, and just celebrated the fact that we are still here, and now we are the ones carrying the torch. I had the best burger I ever had in my life. The next day, we went to my aunt's funeral, and then I headed back to Memphis, Tennessee, because my flight was the next day. I had to stop and get my favorite cheese fries from Huey's, and then I reminisced at my job that I once was miserable at, and just made me pay attention to how much life has changed. I made it back to Dallas, decided to link up with a friend to go on a trail, and we ended the day with a nice cold popsicle. Thank y'all for watching.